Hey, what's up guys? Today we're working on AC/DC's new song, Shot in the Dark. This is the sort of music I was raised on, classic rock, AC/DC's, Led Zeppelins, all that sort of stuff. So don't worry, we're still going to be doing pop songs, we're still going to be doing hip hop songs, but we're going to be throwing in a few of these ones as well every now and then. So this song starts off with a really cool bluesy riff, and that sounds like this. So this part is a lot of double stops. And what a double stop is on the guitar is just two strings played at the same time. So we're going to start off on the 7th fret. We're going to hit the 4th and 3rd strings at the same time. Then back to the 5th fret on the same string. We're doing a hammer on from the 5th fret on the 3rd string up to the 6th fret. So hitting the 5th fret on the 4th and 3rd strings at the same time. Hammering on to the 6th fret on the 3rd string. And then we're hitting the 7th fret again, this time on the 5th and 4th strings. And it's just a slight pause before that 5th and 4th string on the 7th fret. Then we do that again, but without that pause. We do the start of it one more time, so just the 7th fret to the 5th fret and that hammer on. Then we play a D chord, and then 2 G chords. So your D chord, your first finger goes on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the 1st string at the 2nd fret, and then your 3rd finger on the 2nd string at the 3rd fret. Now we're just strumming from the 4th string down. And then we play a G. So now your first finger on the 5th string in the 2nd fret, second finger on the 6th string in the 3rd fret, third finger on the 2nd string in the 3rd fret, and then your 4th finger on the 1st string in the 3rd fret. Now some of you might be thinking it's a rock song. Rock songs use power chords, right? Not in AC/DC's case. AC/DC don't actually use a whole heap of distortion, which allows them to actually use just plain old open chords without it getting too muddy and too muddled up. So AC/DC actually usually use open chords rather than power chords or even bar chords. Now they do still use those sometimes, but for their main riffs and that sort of thing, open chords are the way to go. Now we repeat that whole thing just with one change. So instead of going down that 5th and 4th strings on the 7th fret, we're actually staying on the 3rd and 4th strings, but we're at the 7th fret on the 4th string and the 9th fret on the 3rd string. And the rest of it is exactly the same. I'll do it nice and slowly for you as well. And we do that whole thing twice, and then we get into the first verse. So the first verse sounds like this. So we're playing an A, but all with our first finger. So your first finger covering that 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings, and then an open 5th string. Now what we're really going to be doing is just playing that 5th, 4th and 3rd string. So actually playing an A power chord here. The reason why we're just using the first finger is because we're taking it off and on again to make this riff. Playing that A, get a finger off, playing exactly the same strings, so the 5th, 4th and 3rd strings, but all open. Down again. One strum with the A, one strum open, 2 strums on the A. And then we pause and we do it again. And this time we do one strum on that 2nd A and then go to that D chord. Twice, and then we'll do it twice more, but this time we hold that A instead of having to stop. So the first time too, it will sound like this. And the second 2 times, so holding that A there. Then we move into our pre-chorus, and that part sounds like this. So just change between the G and the D. So 4 strings on the G, and then to the D. D again, to the G. We do that twice, then we go to a C chord. So for your C chord, your first finger on the 2nd string in the 1st fret, your 2nd finger on the 4th string in the 2nd fret, and then your 3rd finger on the 5th string in the 3rd fret. We'll do a long held chord on that one. Hold that for 4 beats or a bar, and then to the G. And then we move into our chorus. So far, our verse into the pre-chorus will sound like this. Into our chorus. So in our chorus we have this walking down bass line. So all on the 5th string, 5th fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret to open, and on that open we actually play that A. And then go to a D. Do it again. Now I should mention, during all of these riffs, there is another guitar part going on. AC/DC's always had 2 guitarists. The rhythm guitar as well as the sort of lead guitar and the riffs that really make it what they are. So in this chorus part here, during that walk down riff, you can actually just play a D chord until you hit that A. So we do that 3 times. Then the 4th time we've got a different riff and we land on a G. So hitting the 3rd fret on the 5th string to the 2nd fret to open, then hit that G. Then to a C, hit it twice and then move to a D. So that whole chorus. And back into the riff 2 times. Now I should mention the rhythm guitar part during the riff is just an A chord, except for when we go to the D and the G, which we do during the riff anyway. Then we go back into another verse, and that's exactly the same as the first verse, and so is the next pre-chorus and the next chorus. Now after the 2nd chorus, we move back into the riff, and then we move into a guitar solo. Now for a guitar solo, I chord to a G to a D, and we do that twice, so G, D, G, D. Then just the chorus chords 2 times through. Now I'm not going to go through the actual guitar solo in this lesson, but for you guys who know some of your scales already, it's mostly based around the A minor pentatonic scale. Now after the guitar solo, go back into a chorus and actually make that a double chorus. And then we just end on that. And there we go guys, that's Shot in the Dark by AC/DC. Leave any comments or questions in the comment section below, and make sure to pop down any requests you have there too. Make sure to like and subscribe. I've got new lessons coming out every single week, and it really does help support the channel. Thanks for watching guys, I'm Sam. I'll see you next time.